A new exhibit is up at the Wyoming State Museum and features never-before-seen images of Wyoming in the 1950s. Robin Everett is a processing archivist at the Wyoming State Archives in Cheyenne and explained why it's so important to get these images out on display.
These are images that have never been seen, and they capture Wyoming life in 1956. When we discovered these, we felt that we needed to help show these to the state and show these images that have never been published.
These images are from photographer Robert Frank during his time spent traveling across the United States before heading west and eventually landing in Wyoming. Robert Frank's book, The Americans, is the source of these images.
He took over 28,000 images, of which he culled out 83 and put together the book called The Americans, but none of the Wyoming images show up in that book.
Robin noted that these images were far from the typical portraits or landscapes photographers usually capture.
He wanted to see people in places in the United States through a naturalized citizen's eye. There's a lot of people on the street, rodeo scenes, prom in Casper in 1956. It's just very candid photos.
Because all of these images were taken right here in the Cowboy State, the Wyoming State Archives is saying there could be a possibility that you see one of your relatives in one of these historical images.
I want someone to walk in and look at a photo and go, there's my grandmother.
Robin added, because of Frank's route, you might see someone you know in this exhibit.
With him going through Lander, DuBois, Lusk, and Sheridan and Casper, I'm hoping that people will see someone that they recognize.
Full details on this new exhibit can be found at yourwyominglink.com. William Langston, Your Wyoming Link, Cheyenne.